DeVries setting up. That's a three.
And DeVries, you mentioned, Kevin, he got off to a slow start yesterday. No slow start today.
Yeah, DeVries last night, 3 of 12. They drive and kick. It's Larry. Wide open kick.
When we talk about Indiana State being fast, Kevin, I don't just mean running down the court. They are very quick in the half court. You've really got to move your feet to keep them from getting by.
A lot of traffic in there for Garland. Spinner won't go. Swope has the ball and off to the races. So fast. Baseline to baseline basketball for the Sycamores. Then out of bounds. It'll be Indiana State's ball with 10:16 to go. This is the collision course the conference wanted. The 1 seed against the 2. From St. Louis, the Missouri Valley on CBS.
In here, you can expect to find crystal clear audio, expansive display space, and more comfort for everyone. But we still left room for all the unexpected things you'll find out here. The new 2024 Grand Cherokee lineup. Jeep, there's only one.
Same great style, new lower starting MSRP on our most popular 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee models. Visit Jeep.com for details.
My game is original. My style is original. So why would I wear the same kicks as everybody else? This is new Skechers basketball. Elite performance, all-star quality, and they're Skechers, baby. So you know they're the most comfortable shoes on the court. New Skechers basketball.
Every March, Jersey Mike's turns money from subs into charitable donations.
And March 27th is Jersey Mike's annual day of giving, where 100% of sales from every sub are given back to the community.
And to kick off all that giving, Peter gave me an apron. I'm honored.
Looking good, Danny. We've got subs to make, though.
Yeah, now I know why you gave me the apron. Join us Wednesday, March 27th for Jersey Mike's Day of Giving. Be a sub above.
Come on in to the Chuck Stop. Everything you need for a road trip to the Final Four.
I'm impressed, Chuck.
Gonna need these. Pumpkin spice latte and these mud flaps.
I can use these. Jen.
Hey, guys. Lucky socks.
Wonder what Jim Nance smells like.
I smell divine.
I'm earning double miles with my Capital One Venture card, so it's on me.
Well, what up with you and these subs?
Man's gotta eat.
We are trying really hard to get you Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, but there is only so much we can do here. You're gonna have to meet us halfway. Well, the whole way, actually.
From St. Louis, the State Farm Missouri Valley Conference Championship on CBS, sponsored by GMC. We are professional grade. Buffalo Wild Wings, Let's Go Sports Bar. And by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Drake with an 8-point lead. The Bulldog mascot ready to go, as is their band. Thursday night on CBS. Have you seen Ghosts? It's the phenomenon that critics call delightful and laugh out loud funny. Your spirits will be lifted with a brand new episode of Ghosts. Thursday, 8:30, 7:30 Central. It's right here on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. Moments ago, the coach of the terrific Indiana State Sycamores, Josh Schertz, talked with our Evan Washburn.
Well, Coach, I think this is the pace we expected, but Drake off to that hot start. What has to happen defensively for you guys?
Got to get a stop. I mean, it's, you know, they've not been able to get, you know, a stop defensively. Too many breakdowns, ball screen breakdown there on the flare screen. Obviously, DeVries is a great player. You make mistakes, going to make you pay, but we've got to do a much better job. The defensive end, they're not feeling us at all, so that's going to be the key here. We got to play with more intent and purpose on that end.
Coach, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Moments ago, Evan, with Josh Schertz, the Missouri Valley Conference Coach of the Year. Danny's only in his 3rd season, but he's done a terrific job.
Well, he sure has, and he's one of these guys, Kevin, who came from Division II.
Right.
You know, like Bruce Pearl, for example, is a guy who won a national championship at Division II. So there's some good coaches out there. And when he took the job from Greg Lansing. They let Lansing go, and Lansing was pretty popular, so everybody except Larry left. So they struggled the first year, but boy, have they got it on track.
Jake Wolf off the bench and drives inside with a foul. DeVries is trying to meet him at the 10-12 mark of the first half. And DeVries picks up his second. He's got 12 points, and they cannot lose him, their best player. And like we've said before, the Larry Bird MVP of this conference for a second consecutive season.
And he's been the focal point offensively, as he usually is, has been DeVries. And maybe that's the way you defend him. You attack him and you get him in foul trouble. He can't score if he's sitting over next to his dad.
By the way, we got great officials here today. Kip Kissinger in his 14th NCAA tournament coming into this season. 6 regionals and 2 Final Fours. Marcus Pettigrew, 4 regionals he's officiated. Ray Tilly, a terrific high school and college guard. 13 regionals, 18 NCAA tournaments. They are crew here in St. Louis this afternoon. As good as it gets, and they go inside. A collision and a foul as Ferguson was trying to dive, and a foul goes on the Sycamores. 9:57 here in the first half. This goes on Bledson, who just came in the game.
Well, with all the scoring that DeVries has done here early in the game, you saw Indiana State double team him, but don't forget DeVries is the assist leader for the Bulldogs as well. And he found Ferguson all alone under the basket. And Ferguson's not a big offensive threat, but you can't leave him all alone under the goal.
So Ferguson at the stripe, a senior from Lamont, Illinois. That will creep in. It's the Sycamores who won 6 consecutive games. Larry has the ball. Avila on top. Ferguson is on him. Here comes Julian Larry. Garland will defend. They switch right there with Ferguson. Larry with the spin. Shot clock at 4 over the head. Avila was trying to get it and couldn't get out of position because the defense was there by Colby Garland. It's out of bounds. These are the guys on the floor right now for both teams. State Farm on the court.
Well, that was a great defensive sequence for Garland. Not only did he switch out and prevent Avila from getting the 3, but then he went down inside and held on to him, prevented him from getting to the ball.
Etten Wright has the ball. Ferguson set that screen. Approaching 9 to play in the first half. The winner goes to the NCAA tournament. Driving here and firing one up. It's a miss by Garland, a rebound chase, and Wright will retrieve it in a 2. Now it's a 3. Just got above the arc and knocks in a tray.
That's great hustle. I thought Larry was going to get that ball, but he didn't. Drake is hitting on all cylinders here early, Kevin.
It's Conwell. Avila inside and defended there by Ferguson. Terrific player, 9 points for him.
He's got such great hands and a great touch.
It's Garland with the ball.
So now you see Indiana State in a loose zone.
Kyron Gibson is in and outside. It's a 3 and it's in right. Nails one from outside against Bradley. Last night, Etten Wright was 5 of 7 from 3. Look at the drive here, slashing in for 2. Julian Larry.
And that's what Larry can do. He is very fast, and he's got the strength that once he gets by you, he can finish inside. And they're still trying to match up in that zone.
Gibson on the perimeter, shimmies in, on top. That is a 3. Good-looking shot. Etten Wright, a junior from Hawthorne, California. And look at what 2-seed Drake is doing to the top seed Sycamores early on. And doing it from 3. 7 of 7. The Bulldogs in this championship game. This is the State Farm Missouri Valley Conference Championship.
Everyone say Space Pod.
Meanwhile, at a Verbo, when other vacation rentals are just for likes, try one you'll actually like.
You're looking at the fastest, easiest way to get a perfect beard. Just for Men Beard and Brow Color. Instantly covers grays and fills in patchy areas. Lasts till you wash it out. Guys are saying there's nothing easier. Anytime you want to look your best, try Just for Men Beard and Brow Color.
From the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power, the Ego zero-turn riding mower with e-steer technology drives like a car, turns on a dime, and it cuts up to 2.5 acres on a single charge. Exclusively at Lowe's, Ace, and Ego authorized dealers.
I think we can all agree on having more choices beats having less choices. That's why we make a range of Ford F-150 pickups for any job. Whether that job is getting heavy things where they need to go, powering things on the go, or going from 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds. Tough this smart can only be called F-150.
It's the third meeting this season between the top 2 seeds in the Missouri Valley, Dan, and they each won at home in the regular season, meeting here in the championship.
And Drake's got a big advantage here, Kevin. Look at the second line there. It's hard to lose the game when you make all your threes.
Moments ago, the coach of the Bulldogs, and boy, they're shooting well. Darian DeVries caught up with our Evan Washburn.
Well, Coach, you lose Tucker to 2 fouls, but you grab control of this game. How?
Yeah, Hatton Wright's been really good for us offensively, giving us a great spark there. I think more defensively, I think we're being pretty aggressive. We're able to take away some of their main actions.
How long do you keep Tucker out?
We'll see how it keeps going, but we have faith in him to get back out there if we need to and play out the half. I trust our guys.
Coach, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Darren DeVries in his 6th season with Drake, and there's his son, 2-time conference player of the year, but in foul trouble, and a great start. Darren DeVries was a pretty good guard himself. He played some college basketball at Northern Iowa. He was a terrific 4-year starter and a 2-time captain for the Panthers.
Well, he's very aggressive, very intense guy, and I think his team sort of takes that characteristic from him. And you've heard him mention their defense, and I think that's been the key. They've made 7 threes, but they have really pressured Indiana State and particularly prevented them from getting out and running.
Driving inside is Conwell. He's got 4.
Great screen inside by Bledson. Took the defense away.
Indiana State has made it to the last 9 shots. So they're hitting over 50% overall in the game. Just haven't been putting down the threes like the Bulldogs have. Gibson. Right. First miss from 3. And the rebound is Wacho down low by Conwell.
Conwell is a tremendous rebounder.
Ryan Conwell here. Sophomore from Indianapolis, transfer from South Florida. Up on him is Gibson. Trying to penetrate. Good defense by Drake.
They're hanging on to the ball too long, Kevin. You got to get the defense to move. Or you got to back up and shoot a 3.
Right.
One of the two.
Not bad.
But Indiana State's strength is when they get the defense moving. They move the ball from side to side. Then they can attack, force the defense to commit, and pitch it out for a 3.
Jab stepping is Garland. Gibson's on top. Ferguson a screen. 3. Avila with the rebound. Racing the other way quickly is Julian Larry. Throws up a circus shot. Will not go. And the rebound by Rosario.
That's an example of going too fast, Kevin.
Garland with a nice spark off the bench. Penetrates and flies inside. Rebound. Bledson. Up court. Conwell. Good fake and the drive. What a move by Ryan Conwell. And just like that, the Sycamores to within 7. after trailing by 14 on a 7-0 run.
And Doug.
Hello, Ghostbusters. It's Doug of Doug and Limu. We help people customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. Anyway, we got a bit of a situation here. Sure, I can hold. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. In theaters March 22nd.
Indiana State's caught a little fire here, and you can too. New CBS Wednesday. Who would you bring on the adventure of a lifetime? Join 13 teams of 2 as they race around the world for $1 million with 90-minute episodes all season long. The Amazing Race season premiere. Wednesday at 9:30, 8:30 Central on CBS and streaming on Paramount+. So they've gotten from Ryan Conwell, their sophomore guard from Indianapolis, a 7-0 run in the last, about minute 44 for the Sycamores.
Well, we talked about Conwell, 6'4", 195. He's a transfer from South Florida. He's very versatile, can play multiple positions, but he's big, he's strong, and he really is aggressive.
DeVries back in, has the ball now, playing with a couple fouls. Brody is checked in down low. Wright almost knocked away, and right back in. DeVries on top. Shot clock at 10. They trap him on top. Brody in the middle. Outside right. 3, no. Avila got it. Ahead, Conwell in the corner. That's a 3. Missed it all on the long shot right there by Swope. And Wright flies the other way. Broken up on the play. Down goes Brody. Bledson did a great job deflecting that pass, didn't he, and foiling that attempt.
Well, he did. They never saw him coming. That's great hustle by Bledson. This is a tough bounce pass to make all the way across the court.
Look at that hustle.
Yeah, he just tips the ball away. He's going out of bounds. And then Brody got there first, and you can't jump on top of him, and that's what Conwell did.
So a couple starters for Drake with 2 fouls. Overton and DeVries. Conwell just picked up that foul. And DeVries will inbound. As they go back to Overton, the starter comes off the bench, and going back to the bench, one of the best bench players in the conference, Colby Garland. And Garland did a good job while he was in there. Inside, they got it. Wright squeezes the trigger on the quick inbound.
Boy, that drives the coach crazy to give up a layup on the inbounds pass. And Drake, right at the moment, Kevin, they are the more aggressive team on both ends of the court.
Never know, these two teams have played 3 games in 3 days. A 3. Avila, no. And Kent taps it back in. Parachutes from the rafters and puts it back through.
2 guys flew at Avila. You can't have 2 guys do that, because if he misses, that presents a lot of offensive rebounding opportunities. And you don't have to worry about offensive rebounding when Wright's shooting the ball today.
Wright strokes it well. Turnover for Indiana State.
And again,
how about Atten Wright? He's got 12 points already for the Bulldogs of Drake.
Well, we talked about the fact that Drake was more than just Tucker DeVries, and Wright, you mentioned he had a big game yesterday against Bradley, and he's continued right along today.
Team in white, Drake from Des Moines in the 4th consecutive tournament championship here in St. Louis. 4 straight championship appearances. Driving off that baseline. The reverse won't go. Brody fights for the ball. Kent grabs onto it. And Indiana State the other way with Conwell. Avila. And on top for Bledson. That's a 3. The miss right there by Conwell. The rebound by Brody, who's a transfer from Seton Hall.
Well, neither one of these teams is a particularly good offensive rebounding team.
That's a 3. Off on the Overton attempt. All freshman team in the Missouri Valley. Approaching 3 to play in the first half. With the winner going to the NCAA tournament. With a drive inside, a snake-like move by Larry. And a whistle and a foul. And it goes offensive foul on the Sycamores. So back and forth we go. A lot of good three-point shooting by Drake. They're the 2 seed. The conference champion Indiana State Sycamores right now down 41-32.
IHOP has tons of omelets, so you can have omelets for breakfast, brunch, dinner, or even a brittle of the night snack. Try the new meaty, cheesy, and crispy mega omelet and add cinnamon dippers for $1. Only at IHOP.
Some people just know that the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate. Because you know that just because it fits in the cup holder doesn't make it to go. And you know how to brake without breaking everything. And you're definitely not doing, okay, I don't even know what this is, but you're definitely not doing that. With Allstate, you're connected to a rate based on you.
There's been a surge of these bad hombres.
Some real heavy hitters.
I need to create a cover. Rob, you gotta get out of there. All in.
A new Equalizer, Sunday, March 17th on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
My sister is missing. Can you help me?
It is what I do.
Over 60 million people made Tracker TV's #1 most watched show.
Let's get to work.
A new Tracker, Sunday, March 17th after The Equalizer on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Here in St. Louis, Drake is led by 14, now by 9. And Dan, now it's time for Inside March Madness. It's presented by GMC.
Well, look at the tournament resumes, and according to Jerry Palm, Drake is out and Indiana State is barely in. And with all due respect to Jerry, I think both of these teams are NCAA tournament teams. The bracket people get all enamored with power conference teams because they have so many quad one opportunities. Drake and Indiana State can't get them because nobody will play them. And I think if you've got a big team out there, a power conference team that's 3-9 against quad one teams, I think that means they've proven they can't play in the NCAA tournament.
Well, we're going to find out next Sunday on CBS who's in and who's out. All of it will be revealed when we get the first look at this year's bracket on the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship Selection Show. Next Sunday, 6 Eastern, right here on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. Right now, Indiana State is number 26 in the net. And that's the one they look at closely, isn't it?
They look at it a little bit, Kevin. This quad business is probably just as important as the net. And they look at efficiencies and all kinds of other nonsense.
Overton to DeVries. Shot clock at 9. Picked up here by Conwell. No, make it Swope. He squirts through and takes it in, but can't get it to drop as he was diving down low. Avila the other way. And here come the Sycamores. Swope. Avila, 3. And right with the rebound.
That's the shot they need to go, and they're now 3 of 13 from beyond the arc.
Well, he did a good job, Enright did, and keeping that ball alive as he lost his footing with DeVries in control.
Well, Enright does so many little things to help the team. He's an energy guy, can make a 3.
He was one of the best high school players in the Chicago area. Brody. That is a big man to stop inside.
And they're not helping Avila out. And so if that's the case, Brody can use that size effectively, and he's done it here in the first half a couple of times.
6 points and 6 rebounds for Brody. Conwell, Kent on top. Gary, Avila. With a nice spinning shot right there, which will not trickle in for Conwell. Enright the rebound.
So far, you see Indiana State, an offensively driven team that's playing poorly on the offensive end, and the Drake defense has a lot to do with that.
Drake, one of the best shooting teams in college basketball. 26th coming into this weekend. Today shooting 53%. Shot clock at 6. DeVries, high travel. And Kent was on him.
Kent is a little more size on DeVries, and that's really what they need.
Well, coming up on AT&T at the half, Adam Zucker, Clark Kellogg, Seth Davis, and Renee Montgomery will share their thoughts on our first half and recap the rest of today's conference championship action. I'm sure they're going to talk about Caitlin Clark and the Iowa women with a big win over Nebraska and tournament championship there. Avila with a fake and a drive, and he plows. Foul on the driving big man, and Brody was in there taking it.
I thought Avila passed up a wide open three because he's missed a couple. He's got to keep shooting it from out there. And while he can drive to the basket, that's not the best part of his game. And Brody did a really nice job coming in and drawing that charge.
Avila was one of the top 6 high school players in Illinois, one of the highest recruits in the history of Indiana State. One of the highest rated players to say they want to play. Played at Oak Forest High School in Oak Forest, Illinois. DeVries, fadeaway, beauty. Hefferton was defending.
And that's what we talk about, because that's just, he's got too much size there. Larry's a short guy. DeVries has 5 or 6 inches on him, and he can shoot right over him.
Here's Swope, defended by Wright. 6-0 run by Drake. Etten Wright is going to pick up the foul. That's the first on Wright. Drake in white and Indiana State in the light blue. Regular season champions, we mentioned before, in this conference. Dan, they had the most wins in 10 years and the second most wins in program history. The Sycamores did. 28 wins coming into this afternoon.
They've had a fabulous season, but they've really struggled in this first half.
Conwell, Enright is defending. Final seconds. Avila puts up a shot. Brody is there. Rebound inside Kent. So Drake goes 7 of 11 from 3. Overall, they shot 54%. Wright leads them with 15 to Evan Washburn.
Well, Coach, what's going to be most important to keeping up this level of pace and efficiency on both ends, really?
It all starts with our defense. We just got to continue to be aggressive and really assertive on that end of the floor, because that leads to good things for our offense.
What's this game going to come down to, you think?
For us, it's just limiting the runs, because they're so explosive. So you just can't give in to a 6-0 run, let it turn into a 10-0 run. You got to stay composed.
Coach, thanks.
Thank you.
A championship game here today. Conference tournament play begins all over the country next week. 7 days until Selection Sunday. And both these teams hoping to hear their name. First half in the books. We'll take you to AT&T at the half right after these messages. You're watching the Missouri Valley Conference Championship on CBS.
The new Ghosts, Thursday at 8:30, 7:30 Central on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Get more for your dollar during Million Dollar Madness at Ufstring Nissan.
With affordable prices.
Great fuel economy. And more for your trade.
Drive home a new Versa for just $299 per month with 40 miles a gallon. Or save $4,000 on a new Rogue at Ufstring Nissan in Peoria.
Meadows Avenue Tap. Slots powered by Gold Rush Gaming, the gold standard in video gaming. Now serving breakfast Saturday and Sunday at 7. Meadows Avenue Tap. Great breakfast. Discreet gaming. Our customers have won over 60 million lifetime. Meadows Avenue Tap, East Peoria.
At Bob Grimm Chevrolet in Morton, we're excited about the all-new Trax, and they're selling as fast as they arrive.
Just listen to Lee.
I looked everywhere for my 2024 Chevy Trax. I'm from Indiana, and I drove right over to buy it. Such a smooth and simple process.
That's the Bob Grimm way.
It's time for fun in the Florida sun. Fly to Orlando Sanford nonstop on Allegiant. Plan your next vacation now at Sierra.com. Central Illinois Regional Airport. Close, convenient, Sierra.
Central Illinois Corvette headquarters is Upton Chevy in Washington.
CBS Sports presents AT&T at the half. AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
Oh, nothing like a championship day here. Welcome to AT&T at the half alongside Clark Kellogg, Renee Montgomery, Seth Davis. I'm Adam Zucker. The score in St. Louis. Drake on top of Indiana State, 45-32. Came out on fire, and they've maintained it, Renee.
But listen, Indiana State should have started guarding Drake when they got off the bus, okay? Drake started the game 7 for 7 from the three-point line, and they did it in a variety of ways. They did it with the pick-and-roll game. You don't step up, slack them, take it. They had a lot of ball movement going on here. This is just cold-blooded. Listen,
No
you built
doubt.
like that, and you built like that. And here we got, look, ball movement. You got a pass. Again, when a team is hot, you have to get a little closer. Right here, drives, kick. It's pretty. This is what a coach would want. This is all going to be clips that are on film for Drake. Way to play up on your strengths.
Oh, no question about it. And that's the difference in the ball game. +4 from the three-point line. That's 12-point difference. And they shot it at a high clip. Two guys, DeVries and Wright. 29 points, 12 of 14, 12 of 19, 5 of 7 from behind the arc. That'll get you some work done.
Trying them on their own.
Indiana State didn't get into this game because of its defense, so that's not so much of a surprise, but they are the best shooting team in the country. Really bad first half, 3 for 14 from 3. I guarantee you Coach DeVries and his staff are in that locker room knowing that will not continue. The run is coming. How will Drake respond?
Oh, it's coming, huh? All right. They average 11 threes a game. They got 3 so far. We're back with more conference championship action, including Caitlin Clark in Iowa, chasing a three-peat as AT&T at the half continues.
You Jimmy's John still waking up early, slicing veggies and meats by hand? Pathetic. Only details that matter are green, real dough, not that fresh baked stuff. It is good bread. Get that away from my money.
Fresh baked bread at Jimmy John's.
Give a girl a power tool. And she'll gain the confidence to create. The strength to go against the grain.
Before you know it, she'll have worked her way up to joiners and jigsaws.
Because when you give a girl a power tool, she becomes
An even more powerful woman.
Is everybody ready to race? Go!
You got this, baby.
The Amazing Race season premiere Wednesday on CBS.
Tuesday night on CBS Sports Network. 2 more teams will punch their ticket to the big dance with the Coastal Athletic Association Championship tipping off at 7 Eastern and the Summit League getting underway at 9:30, all on CBS Sports Network. To end the first half, Drake, no threes, final 7.5 minutes, but they've had 2 threes to begin the second half. And that has been their mark as they build their lead.
Well, they made their first 7 threes in the first half, Kevin, and this is the way they came out of the blocks. Very strong. They've made all 3 of their baskets, and as you mentioned, 2 of them were three-point baskets. And DeVries, he has shown everything. Driving to the basket, mid-range jump shots, floaters, and now 3.
Yeah, 17 minutes he's played, 19 points. Evan Washburn off to a great start.
Absolutely. And talking to Josh Schertz, he was blunt at halftime, guys. He said, we're playing with no force on either side of the ball. Offensively, they're not getting good looks. They're settling. He said, we're being sped up. We're taking bad shots. He wants his guys offensively to hunt gray. That's the paint here in St. Louis, that gray area. It feels like it all starts with their offense by hunting the paint, and then things come off of that. And again, frustrated really on both sides of the ball with the way his team approached the first half and obviously the start of the second as well.
Josh Schertz, thank you, Evan, for the Sycamores, leading them to their best season in 45 years. Back in the 78-79 season. I think we know who played that season. And Larry Bird. Against Magic Johnson in the Final Four in Salt Lake City.
Kevin, it takes some time once in a while to get settled into these championship games. Nice pass to Kent. That's what Evan was talking about, getting to the basket. And I think Drake got settled in a little earlier because this is their 4th straight championship game.
A little corporate knowledge, in other words.
Yes.
All right with it.
They can do anything they want on the offensive end, Kevin. They got to get some stops here, and they haven't been able to do that.
3 minutes into the second half. The winner here goes to the NCAA tournament. Brody with the spinner. Rebound clutched onto inside by Larry. Kent across the lane to the hole and a foul. It's on DeVries. Number 3 on him.
Kevin, and you mentioned that stat that they were plus 15 with DeVries in the game. Not so good with DeVries out of the game, and this is just a situation where he never establishes initial guarding position. Nice drive by Kent.
So here's Jason Kent with a look at DeVries. He is an 85% free throw shooter. He's a transfer from Bradley. He played in the conference. Now he's a junior, a former high school teammate, Davila, in Oak Forest, Illinois, and now he's playing with him here at the college level.
One of the things that Indiana State needs to do, they would really help their offense if they could dig in defensively and create some turnovers, get some easy transition opportunities.
Breeze has it. Swope is on him. Brody is screened. And they blitz him. Wright will take it inside. Can't hit it. Conwell collects it. Down court to Julian Larry. Driving down there on Overton. Trying to keep it alive. Clean by Overton in there.
And that's what Indiana State has done all afternoon, Kevin. That was a force that time. It was sort of a 1-on-4. You kick the ball out. You set something up.
Overton takes it in. Conwell will meet him. Nice defense. Foul called Conwell.
Indiana State, Drake has done a great job taking away the things that Indiana State wants to do. And in many cases, Indiana State has been complicit because really they're going too fast.
Overton at the line, 79%. CBS Wednesday. Survivor is back. It's a supersized season with the most surprising, unexpected, and unorthodox cast yet. Don't miss a new Survivor. Wednesday at 8, 7 Central on CBS and streaming on Paramount+. Kevin Overton's out of Oklahoma City. He is a top 40 high school guard. Chose the Bulldogs of Drake. DeVries sitting out, 3rd foul moments ago.
Well, you've got a nice cushion here, so you don't have to worry. You can leave DeVries over there for a while.
Avila.
Well, again, Kevin, he's not ready to shoot when he catches the ball. That's what Indiana State is trying to create, a 3-point opportunity for him. He's missed a couple, and I think he's gotten a little gunshot.
Enright will pick up the foul. 15-point lead for Drake with the winner going to the NCAA tournament, and you're watching Conference Championship Weekend, presented by Allstate.
Reese's eggs are back, and we hit them somewhere you'll never find. Psych! We put them everywhere. Grocery stores and supermarkets, gas stations and chiropractors' offices, bowling alleys and grocery stores, which we already mentioned. Reese's.
You, Jimmy's John, still waking up early, slicing veggies and meats by hand?
Pathetic.
Only details that matter are green, real dough, not that fresh baked stuff.
It is good bread.
Get that away from my money.
Fresh baked bread at Jimmy John's.
A new Young Sheldon, Thursday on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
The Jansen Law Center, representing Illinois injury victims for over 40 years.
The financial resources of your lawyer is important. Can that lawyer go the distance in a long and difficult litigation case, such as products liability or medical malpractice?
Jay Jansen. One name says it all.
Springtime is go time on gold bow ties in the heart of Chevy country. At Uptrade in Washington, we're hitting the gas for their first big sale of the year. Save $5,000 to $8,000 off new Silverados Plus, over $2,000 more if you trade, or $5,000 off heavy-duty diesels. At Uptrade Chevy in Washington.
Knee injuries keep players like Aaron off the court. That's why he put his trust in Dr. Lee. After a minimally invasive procedure and state-of-the-art rehab, he is pain-free and shooting hoops again. Dr. Lawrence Lee. Minimum invasion, maximum result.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Boujon. At Auto House of Peoria, we're proud to invest in Central Illinois. Our employees are your friends and neighbors. We sit next to you at church, at the game, or even a night on the town. So when you shop local, your dollars stay local. Auto House of Peoria is proud to support local organizations like Easter Seals and the Peoria Rivermen. We've also pledged to donate a portion of every sale to benefit the families of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We're proud to be part of Central Illinois. Thank you for making Auto House of Peoria your premier luxury destination.
Save $4,000 on a new Rogue at Uptree Nissan in Peoria.
Back at the Valley Championship in St. Louis, looking at our AT&T Fast Analysis, Dan Bonner.
And Drake is shooting the ball very well because they're getting good shots. You drive into the lane. The defense, look at everybody looking at the basketball, and that leaves Ant Wright wide open. And not only has he hit threes, he's hit the ball, he's hit baskets from the mid-range. And look at this, Kevin. This is what Drake is doing today. Indiana State, who's led almost the entire time in their previous two games of the tournament, has led for precisely 15 seconds today.
Dan, this is a program out of the Missouri Valley. Indiana State ranked nationally in mid-February. For the first time in 45 years, they were ranked number 23 by the AP. In the mid-major polls, number 3 nationally. And that's what they came into this week as. They were number 1 among the mid-majors for 3 straight weeks. And this is one of the best shooting teams in college basketball, but today only 45%. And Brody's on him. Driving here, Larry. Julian Larry slashing inside. 7 points for him.
Well, that's fine, but when you're behind, you can't trade baskets. That's an impressive looking move, though.
And right picked up by Swope. And whose ball? It remains Drake's ball. With 15:24 to go. There's a look at Josh Schertz. He was at a small school, Division II, Lincoln Memorial. There's a quick foul that is going to go on Larry. Picks up number 2. Josh Schertz is at a small school, Lincoln Memorial. It's in Tennessee. He won 83% of his games. They go inside to Brody. His game has been right on the money. 8 points and as many rebounds. He is controlling the game inside. Driving right there. Foul, Enright. Enright's picking up his second personal.
But Brody, Kevin, to your point, has really done a nice job meeting the challenge inside. But that's some collision. You know, if you're Enright, you get hit that hard, and the foul's on you. That's discouraging.
It's a 3-point shot. Swope can't hit. Brody with another rebound. 8 and 8. 8 points, 8 boards. Racing the other way. And Garland puts it up and in. A freshman.
Drake doing a great job keeping the pressure on Indiana State. The Sycamores miss. They come down and get an easy one.
A shot by Swope. Here comes Garland into the paint. Rattling around, rolling out. Conwell the rebound. The other way they come with Julian Larry. He flies the other way. Avila will drive on Brody to the rack.
Again, he passed up the 3. Thought Brody was too close to him, but that was a really nice job. That fake got Brody out of position, and he's able to get all the way to the basket.
Avila now has put in 11 points.
Kevin, we have to mention this. We haven't mentioned it before. Avila wasn't feeling well before the game yesterday. Played the entire game, scored 21 points. And so he might be a little bit under the weather today. And playing 3 games in 3 days probably isn't helping him.
A shot by Wright. Picked up by Kent. Controlled by Julian Larry, who gets him into that offense in a hurry the way he goes down court.
Well, he does, but he hasn't been able to really use his speed effectively to get things set up, although he has been able to get to the basket.
Brody just picked up his first personal foul. Sycamores will be at the free throw line. Like I said, a great shooting team. Dan, they're in the top 5 in college basketball in shooting from the field, in threes, and in free throw percentage. And their effective field goal percentage, #1 coming into this week. The new season of Halo is now streaming exclusively on Paramount+. Watch Master Chief and his team of Spartans take on alien threats to save all of humanity. They told me to read it with some vigor and as a thespian.
Well, humanity was certainly, I certainly appreciate it.
Yeah, good. Paramount Plus will carry that original series Halo. Garland, who won 2 state championships in Arkansas as their point guard, and showing that kind of confidence in this one. Driving here, Gibson. A lot of traffic. Ferguson inside. Gibson on the top. Shot clock at 7. Nice rebound. Lunging is Conwell. Down the middle he comes. The defense set for Drake.
And that's been one of the keys, Kevin. Drake has been able to set their defense.
Lob. Nope. Chased in the corner. Can't getting it there. The hustling Larry.
And that looked like a little bit of a tired miss by Avila. That ball, you know, he's a better three-point shooter than that. He's now 1 for 6 from out there today. And he's going to go to the bench and take a breather.
And like you just said, and Evan Washburn confirmed he was a little under the weather yesterday, but he had 21 points and hit 5 threes in their win over Northern Iowa. Garland. DeVries is in, playing in foul issues, and he has a good-looking spinner right there on the doorstep, and give him 21.
He's got 3 or 4 inches on Larry, and he's just able to jump right up over top of him. That's impossible to defend.
Look at that penetration by Conwell. He's the newcomer of the year in the Missouri Valley Conference, a transfer from South Florida. He played his high school ball in Indianapolis at Pike High School. He had the quick foul, and that will go on the Sycamores, Julian Larry. Look at DeVries. So
look all the attention he draws. There's 3 guys around him, then they leave him and leave Larry on his own. And on his own, Larry just can't handle him that close to the basket. Larry picked up the foul trying to steal the ball from him outside, and that may be a pretty good strategy, but DeVries has protected it very well today.
Garland surveys. Wolf defends. DeVries will set up. It's a rebound by Jason Kent. He's got 6. Sycamores the other way. Pledson is in, setting a screen, working that baseline with perfection is Conwell. 13 for him.
The defense was back, Kevin, but they never really got set. And we've still got more than half of this half to play. It's only a 12-point game, and this is a very explosive offensive team.
DeVries, a 3. No, big defensive stop. Now we'll see what the Sycamores can do with it. Larry hesitates, drives, can't get it. Rebound inside. Kent could not grab it. Overton the other way for the Bulldogs. And DeVries on top. DeVries muscling. Garland out there. Defense of Conwell on him. Oh, what a shot! The freshman pulled that out of his hand. What confidence. State champion. Coming up big in the Missouri Valley Conference State Farm Championship.
Committed to filling the trades gap.
1 kale celery swirl?
Yeah.
Cash or charge?
Charge.
Sorry, game time.
You don't know me like that. Get back, get back. You don't know me like that. I ain't playing around. Make one false move, I take it down. Get back, get back. You don't know me like that. Get back, get back. You don't know me like that.
Every March, Jersey Mike's turns money from subs into charitable donations.
And March 27th is Jersey Mike's annual day of giving, where 100% of sales from every sub are given back to the community.
And to kick off all that giving, Peter gave me an apron. I'm honored.
Looking good, Danny. We've got subs to make, though.
Yeah, now I know why you gave me the apron. Join us Wednesday, March 27th for Jersey Mike's Day of Giving. Be a sub above.
CBS Tuesday.
We have information that suggests there's going to be a terrorist attack on the ceremony.
Our suspect is launching another attack.
We need to find him before anything else happens.
CBS Tuesday is FBI night.
Oh, wait, you gotta get out of there right now.
All new episodes Tuesday on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
The State Farm Missouri Valley Conference Championship on CBS is sponsored by Nissan, the official partner of March Madness. Jersey Mike subs, be a sub above. And by State Farm, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. 63-49, 2-seed Drake on top of the #1 seeded Sycamores of Indiana State. There's more bracket week action this Thursday with the Mountain West Tournament from Las Vegas. Don't miss every quarterfinal matchup. It starts at 3 Eastern on CBS Sports Network. Well, so far, Dan, there may be as many as 6 teams getting into the NCAA tournament.
Well, those teams have all had really good years, Kevin.
Let's send it over to Evan Washburn.
Oh, Kevin, Darren DeVries might be one of the best young coaches in college basketball, but his ability to evaluate talent in his own household, that might be under question. He told us that when he was an assistant at Creighton, and Tucker DeVries, 2-time player of the year in the conference, was a freshman in high school, he was just hoping that Tucker would be able to walk on somewhere. Well, obviously, he blew that evaluation out of the water, and his compatriots in the coaching game have not let Darren forget that. He'll continually check in and think, hey, is Tucker still maybe an available walk-on? Because we'd love to have him.
He was the Iowa Mr. Basketball. He was the best basketball player in the state. But his dad was a heck of a player, too, and a terrific coach. And what he's done in Des Moines at Drake has really been sensational. Racking up as many wins as some of the Blue Bloods in the college game over the last handful of years. Turnover, whistle, and a foul. I think Garland is going to pick this up. This will surprise some people when they see that Drake, since 2020, is tied with Kansas and just behind Gonzaga and #1 Houston.
It's a very good program playing in a really good league, and that makes it all the more impressive.
Wolf kicks it out. Flexen 3, no. Rebound collected inside by Garland.
And the three-point basket just has not been there this afternoon for the Sycamores of Indiana State. They're now 4 for 20 from 3, Kevin.
It's DeVries. Ferguson trying to set a screen. Wolf stayed right with him. 3. Good! Oh, he was outside. Way outside, and puts it down in 24 for him. Boy, that felt like a final shot right there.
Boy, it sure did. And Wolf just shook his head because he was right on DeVries. Wolf is guarding DeVries because he's got a little more size, but DeVries just pulled up and buried it. Nothing you can do if you're Wolf. He's in pretty good position on the left-hand side of your screen.
Look how far
he's moving his feet, and he's way beyond the arc, and he's got a hand in his face.
Now, last night, DeVries was only 3 of 12 overall, 2 of 6 from 3. Boy, this afternoon, 10 of 15, 4 threes. Zenright picks up his 3rd personal foul for the Bulldogs of Drake in their 4th consecutive Missouri Valley Conference championship game. Staggering down the lane. Conwell couldn't get it. DeVries collects the ball. 6 rebounds for him. Garland on the move and a 16-footer. It's picked up by Larry.
The Indiana State offense continues to just look all out of sorts.
They'll dive across the lane. Kent.
Well, the one thing that happened that time is he drew the defense, and that allowed Kent to get the offensive rebound in an uncontested fashion. But they're running out of time. Kevin, they're down 16. They've got to get about 4 or 5 stops in a row and score on the other end.
Grayson trying to sneak it down low. It may have been deflected. They may change the call. Right now, they say it's off of Drake. But I think it's going to be off of Indiana State as they change the call.
I don't think that DeVries ever touched the ball. The last one to touch it was Larry.
Avila is back in for the Sycamores. Garland will inbound. Brody is there. Avila gets the loose ball, and he comes the other way for Indiana State. Goggles and all. Got the screen. It's the feed. Nice drive in there by Kent.
Well, that looked like something that really surprised Drake. I mean, dribbled it all the way off the court, went off the screen. It was a perfect screen and roll executed by your 6'10" center.
Brody spins, drive with a robust move, puts it through. 10 points for him. Big game for the man in the middle.
He is big and strong and has used that size really effectively against Avila today.
Avila gets it to go. Scooping it home. It's DeVries playing with a ton of confidence. The bump, little short. Avila is there. It's Swope, and he's picked up by Wright. Swope, that's a 3. And now Indiana State showing a little bit. Down by 11. It's Enright. You knew they'd make a run, Dan, right? It's too good a program not to.
Absolutely, Kevin. The question is, have they waited too long?
There's a whistle, and there's a foul. Goes on the Sycamores. Avila looks like he picked it up. He did, number 2. But getting back in the game with plays like this after trailing by 18 points. Now the difference, 69-58 on CBS.
See, Home Quote Explorer lets you easily compare home insurance options so you can get what you need without overpaying.
Yeah, we spent a lot on this kitchen.
Oh, yeah, really high-end stuff.
Sorry, that's our ghost.
Yeah, okay.
It's more annoying than anything.
Too bad there's mold behind the backsplash. Yep, there's mold.
Well then, let's see if we can save you some money with Progressive.
Guess how much I originally paid for this fireplace? $23. Materials and labor.
Just ignore him.
You got bamboozled.
So, how long have you lived here?
Over 40 years.
And how are the restaurants around here? Are they good, bad, meh? What's the average household income? Is there a mall? I don't know, a hair salon? Where do you get your hair done?
You go move or what?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a lovely neighborhood.
Marcy, we've got to go.
I'm coming.
About 17,000 more parks to visit.
You want to give me a hand?
We bring you the best neighborhood info.
Ding dong.
Homes.com.
Why always the couch? Does he need to go to puppy school? Get his little puppy diploma? How much have I been spending on this little guy?
When your questions about life turn into questions about money, there's Erica, the virtual financial assistant to help you spend, save, and plan smarter. Only from Bank of America.
So the three-point shooting difference, you can see 5 more by the Bulldogs. It's an 11-point game. Moments ago, it was Drake by 18. Their player of the year, DeVries, has been terrific. The coach's son has been on fire.
And he has been consistently good throughout the game, Kevin. He's knocked down 4 3-point baskets. He's driven the ball to the goal. He had 14 in the first half. He's got 10 here in the second half. He's just been a matchup problem all night long.
Kevin, what do you have?
Well, as Indiana State tries to engineer this comeback, Josh Schertz points to it being 3 possessions and they're back in this game. One key, the breakdowns in these out of bounds. There's been too many of them. Also challenging Avila with Brody. That matchup is one to watch right now.
Inside, Brody could not get the missed shot by DeVries. It's Julian Larry the other way. Big possession here. A fake, swope, good! What a hit! 8-0 run by Indiana State. Here's DeVries, followed by Larry. Loose ball, turnover, the other way, Swope. Kick, thought 3. Swope of control. Picked up by Overton. Avila with the screen. Shot clock. Swope is on a heater. 10-0 run.
The company goes to the firstborn, Audrey. The model train set is entrusted to Todd. Mr. Marbles will receive recurring deliveries for all of his needs in perpetuity, thanks to AutoShip from Chewy.
I always loved that old man.
What's this say about the summer house?
Yeah, the beach house. The summer residence goes to Mr. Marbles.
Plot twist.
I'm sorry, what?
Doesn't make logistical sense.
Unbelievable.
Pets aren't just pets. They're more.
You got a train set, Todd.
Save 35% off your first AutoShip order at Chewy.
10-0 run by the top seed Indiana State Sycamores. Swope, 8 points of that 10.
Well, we talked about the fact that Swope struggled, didn't score in the first half. But boy, he has gotten hot. And so when he's gotten hot, that has really been a big benefit for this Indiana State offense. But Kevin, the key to the run has been their ability to get some stops on the other end. Obviously, you got to score on this end, but you got to get stops. And that's what they've been able to do. And how fast was that 10-0 run?
In the blink of an eye. Yeah. Indiana State has not won the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament Championship in 13 years since 2011. And one of the best seasons they've had in the program's history. In 45 years since Larry Bird played for this team, this has been the best since. They won the regular season, now trying to get the automatic bid into the NCAA tournament. Avila is down there jousting with Brody, and that is not for the faint of heart.
No, it's not. And what did Darren DeVries tell Evan? That Indiana State is going to go on a run. You can't let a 6-0 run become a 10-0 run. Well, now you got to stop it at 10-0.
Brody's had a big game, and they need him now. They need DeVries as well. They quickly blitz him. Brody outside and right. 3. Rebound inside. Kent. Foul called.
I think they're going to call the foul on Avila.
It is number 4.
And Avila get tied up again right in the middle of your screen. He did grab him and pull him down. The fans are not happy, the Indiana State fans, but... And then to make matters worse for Avila, Brody nearly fell on top of him.
Brody's a 65% free throw shooter. He was all Missouri Valley Conference first team this season. We mentioned earlier, a senior from Newark, New Jersey, who played a couple years at Seton Hall, finishing up his career at Drake. Number 1 rebounder in the Valley. Kent, the rebound. 7-point game.
And a 7-point game seems much more doable.
Swope. Again! 12 points, all in this half. He has been magnificent. Right down low, Brody is there. Avila will defend. Poked it away. It's Indiana State's ball. What a play! What a play by Julian Larry.
And Larry has made a couple of those hustle plays here during this run.
Very smart player, terrific athlete. He was a high school quarterback in Frisco, Texas.
And maybe
a good one, too.
Maybe the best part of that play is after he bounced the ball off Brody was his ability to get out of the way. Because if the ball hits him, then it's Drake's.
Number 2, Swope in light blue, has had the last 10 Indiana State points. Oh, what a big drive. Avila, 14-1. Indiana State run. What a turn of events. 3-point game. In right. Swope is on him. Garland has the ball, switching on to Swope, makes the move, losing balance, lost the ball, picked up Indiana State. Conwell. Swope, no look, Kent, rejected. Brody, whistle, foul.
Kent catches this ball very awkwardly. He's running right through the right side of your screen, and he catches it. He's got to get turned around, and Brody makes a nice job recovering to block it. If he can catch that ball less awkwardly, it's an easy layup.
Brody picks up his second personal foul. Jason Kent at the free throw line. All-state player from Oak Forest, Illinois. Evan?
Well, Kevin, as Isaiah Swope takes over this game, important note, for the last month and a half, guys, he's playing with a completely torn lateral meniscus in his right knee. He also chipped part of his fibula. He's going to need surgery as soon as this season's over. Doesn't practice, has to do a lot to get ready for games, and this is his 3rd game in 3 days.
That is an unbelievable story. The transfer from Southern Indiana. 16-1 run. Evan, thank you. 16-1 run, Indiana State. Drake in white.
DeVries has to handle the ball.
Overton trying to free himself. Gets untangled. Shot clock at 9. Brody. Right. Swope on him. Almost pickpocketed. Saves it. Fires and got it. Right with 17.
When DeVries and Wright have been your 2 best scorers, and in crunch time, you need to get the ball in their hands.
The winner goes to the NCAA tournament. It's Swope with the ball. The crossover on Enright. The screen up top. Avila. Oh!
And Kevin, that was a 3-point basket. He just tied the game, and it's an and
1. Down by 18 points in this second half. Indiana State has come charging back to tie.
Get 0.9% APR on this Buick Envision. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get $3,500 purchase allowance, plus no monthly payments for 90 days.
You, Jimmy's John, still waking up early, slicing veggies and meats by hand?
Pathetic.
Only details that matter are green, real dough, not that fresh baked stuff.
It is good bread.
Get that away from my money.
Fresh baked bread at Jimmy John's.
I bought 3 of the same jacket to get the 4th free.
I subscribed to get a deal on these memory supplements, then forgot to cancel.
Yeah, well, you know, recognizing a bad deal is a part of the journey. Yes, Eva, would you like to share your breakthrough?
I got AT&T's best deal on the new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus and got to choose my plan.
Yes, we don't make you sign up for the top tier plan to get our best deal.
I still haven't gone. I subscribed to get
we know.
Get the newest Galaxy on us with any of our best plans, guaranteed.
Some people just know that the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate. Not one based on Paul. You don't want to ride with Paul. Or Sarah. Not today, anyway. And you don't want a rate based on Ben. He's got some important business to take care of. Why would you pay a rate based on anyone else? With Allstate, you're connected to a rate based on you.
Come on in to the Chuck Stop. Everything you need for a road trip to the Final Four.
I'm impressed, Chuck.
Gonna need these. Pumpkin spike latte and these mud flaps.
I can use these. Jen.
Hey, guys.
Lucky socks.
Wonder what Jim Nance smells like.
I smell divine.
I'm earning double miles with my Capital One Venture card, so it's on me.
Well, what up with you and these subs?
Man's gotta eat.
Back at the Valley Championship now, the Capital One rewarding performance. What a comeback by Indiana State.
And keyed by Isaiah Swope, who scored 15 points in this half. And Robbie Avila has a part in this, too. Now, Kevin, he has missed 5 of his 6 3-pointers, but he's made 5 of his 6 2-pointers, and there's Swope. The very last play, under pressure, knocks it down, ties the game, and amazingly enough, he's going to the line for a chance to put Indiana State in the lead.
18-point lead for Drake not that long ago.
Well, we got 4:08 left now. At 10:08, Drake led by 18. So in 6 minutes, Indiana State has made up an 18-point deficit. Now, they said they could score quickly, but this is a little ridiculous.
This is for the lead. And their first since they led 2-0.
And remember, up until now, they've only led for 15 seconds in this game.
Swope now has 14 of the last 18 points for the Sycamores. DeVries double. Brody down low. Feeling everybody. Rejected in there by Larry with the whistle and a foul. I think Kent he did. Jason Kent picked up the foul, first on him.
And for that defensive sequence, Josh Schertz took Robbie Avila out of the game because they knew they were going at Brody. And remember, Avila's got those 4 personal fouls.
Right, Dan. Brody at the line. 12 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 of 3 from the line.
And we may see this strategy down the stretch by Indiana State, trying to protect Avila, putting him in on offense, taking him out on defense.
Yep. Avila is in, as is the second free throw. Under 4 to go.
All right, well, now you're Indiana State. You came all the way back and you took the lead. Now you're behind again. How are you going to respond?
Conwell. Swope. And right on him. Conwell is screen. Avila is screen. That ball rejected. A foul is called on Kevin Overton. And Swope is cocked and ready to fire.
And cocked and ready to fire from beyond the 3-point line, so he's going to get 3 free throws.
I can see why Swope shoots the 3. One of the top 3-point shooters in college basketball. 15 points last night against Northern Iowa, and he had 5 threes last night. Here he is again at the line.
Well, on that particular play, Avila set a really good screen, and Brody just played back in the lane, and that forced Overton to have to come a long way to catch up.
It's our 6th tie. It's our 4th lead change. And 3.5 to go.
And there goes Avila to the bench on defense. Now, the one guy you can't take out of this game is the guy tucking in his shirt at the free throw line. Swope has been amazing in this second half.
Two terrific coaches, two wonderful teams. Josh Schertz, third-year coach at Indiana State. Darren DeVries, the sixth-year coach at Drake. Swope has 17 of the last 21 Sycamore points. Drake in white with the ball. 3.5 to go. DeVries. Tough shot. Got it. 26 points.
Larry is very quick and very strong, but he's just not able to defend the size of DeVries.
Look at the shooting of the Sycamores in the second half. It's Swope again. High school football player from Newburgh, Indiana. Inside, miss, rebound DeVries.
Well, that was really his first Swope. That is his first force in the second half.
He's got to be exhausted.
Oh! And with the injury situation that Evan was talking about?
3 games in 3 days. Brody on top. 2.5 to go. DeVries. Shot clock at 3 to break the tie. Big rebound, Kent. Larry. Kent. It's Swope. That's a foul. Hudson will pick it up.
Well, that dribble handoff is really a tough thing to execute. If you're the offensive player, you have to make sure you get stopped. And you can't pass the ball and turn like that. You can pass the ball and stand, but as soon as you make that turn, then the referee, it's right in front of the referee. He's going to call that one every time.
With a 3.
So much attention being devoted to DeVries. And Enright, who's a pretty good three-point shooter, particularly when you give him that much time and room.
He's got 9, all on three-point shooting. Avila down the lane. Rebound collected by Overton.
Well, you've gotten back into the game if you're Indiana State. Now you need a stop. And this is where, when you have a closer like the two-time player of the year in DeVries, you go to him.
Brody, and a timeout taken by Drake. 1:23 to go.
It's such a pretty world today. Look at the sunshine. And every day is the same since I met you.
Book in the Hotels.com app to find your perfect somewhere.
Coming up next on CBS, our college basketball triple header continues with a regular season finale in the Big Ten between Michigan State and Indiana. That's right here on CBS and streaming on Paramount+. You and I saw Indiana last week at Maryland. Nice win for Mike Woodson and his Hoosiers, although I did see they lost a 5-star kid who decommitted this week. That story and more from the Big Ten coming up after this one here in St. Louis. Drake led by 18. Indiana State, the #1 seed. And earlier this season, a top 25 team from the Missouri Valley Conference. Came back and took a slight lead, and Drake has gone back up by 3.
But what poised by Drake to recover from losing that 18-point lead to now reassume the lead. And with a chance to stretch it to 5 or 6.
It's Brody. He'll go down that lane and put it up with a great touch. The big man rolling. Drake on a 7-0 run.
And Avila has to be careful. He's got those 4 fouls. Now this is a must-score situation.
Conwell got the screen. Under a minute to go in the championship game. The winner goes to the end NCAA tournament. The ball knocked away. Loose on the floor. They're playing Twister. Tie up. It will be Drake's ball.
You know, Brody has had such a good game. He gives the fake, and then Avila actually takes a step toward DeVries, and that gives Brody a lane, and then Avila simply can't recover. That's a big turnover.
Brody's got 15. Dylan DeVries told us, the Drake coach, when he's on playing well, we're something else. It's in right, twisting and turning, and a whistle and a timeout. Drake has used their final timeout with 38 seconds remaining and a 5-point lead on CBS.
This is Ford Truck Month with amazing offers across an amazing lineup of Ford trucks. Make way for the event that only comes around once a year, featuring the new 2024 Ford F-150 and Ford Super Duty, the 2024 North American Truck of the Year. Get ready and get to Ford Truck Month. See your Ford dealer today for incredible offers on the new 2024 Ford F-150, only during Ford Truck Month.
You give, and you give. This tax season, you get with Straight Talk Wireless. You get unlimited data. You get America's most reliable 5G network. You get a Samsung Galaxy A15 for only $99, so you can give your janky phone to your kid. Yeah! Good talk.
Turn your tax refund into a U-Fund. Switch to Straight Talk for plans starting as low as $25 a line. Find us at Walmart and StraightTalk.com.
Indiana State, which is down by 18, came back to lead by a couple, but they've been scoreless, Dan, the last 3 minutes. Drake has gone on a 7-0 run, so they have answered. It is a hard thing to do to come back from 18 down in a game like this.
Kevin, lots of time you expend so much energy coming back from the 18 down. You just don't have enough left to get over the top, but you've got to tip your hat to Drake here. When somebody throws that 18 spot at you, it's hard to recover, and they held their poise. They got the ball where it needed to go, and that 7-0 run is a great, great response.
How about fouling right now if you're the Sycamores?
Well, you don't have a lot of time left in the game.
Yep.
Now, I was surprised they took that much time off the clock, 13 seconds without committing the foul, but there's not really a lot of opportunities out there. The worst free throw shooter is Brody, and he shot the free throws pretty well today.
Enright's got it. Swope defends. Lost the ball with a turnover off of Atten Wright's hand.
Okay, that's why they didn't foul.
Yep.
Well, now, Indiana State's got to move the ball down the court and get a shot off quickly. You don't necessarily need a three, but the last time they had the ball, they dribbled it around, dribbled too many seconds away before they tried to make a move, and when they did, they lost the ball.
Drake is a very low turnover team. They don't turn the ball over that much. But that one came with 30.5 seconds remaining. They do have 3 in the last 18 minutes, the Bulldogs do, as DeVries sets his defense. And boy, do they need it now.
So they reset the clock, Kevin, to 31.1. That's a nice defensive job, making Larry come back to get the ball.
Julian Larry, Wright is on him. Slope with the ball. Outside Larry. And Avila with a long shot. Will not go. Saved inside. The Sycamores. Kent diving. Got it. Foul. Count it. What a play. Clock at 16.8.
Where the ball is short and Kent comes over from the far side of your screen. A great save by Conwell. And DeVries tried to get out of the way, but he just couldn't do it.
DeVries just picked up his 4th foul. Brody is going to check in. Garland will check out. And Kent will be at the line.
Kent is another guy who's had a really good second half.
But then he played a couple years at Bradley. Now he's with Indiana State. Staying in the conference. Clock at 16.8.
These are obviously big free throws.
Oh, my goodness.
And Overton is bleeding.
So they will attend to him. These two teams split in the regular season as Indiana State won in Terre Haute and Drake won in Des Moines. Third meeting today. Boy, they know each other well. And neither has blinked in this one.
A great comeback by Indiana State, but they dug themselves a really big hole, and it's hard to climb out of a hole like that.
Kent is 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Brody trying to get it. It's off of Drake. Brody got fouled. A foul inside. Right there.
Yeah, Brody reaching for the ball and Wolf coming over.
Wolf got him.
You don't really have any choice at that point if you're Indiana State.
14.3 remaining in the championship game. Regulation time in St. Louis.
White, 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 white.
So Drake is on top, 81-78, after leading by 18 with about 10 minutes to play in the second half. In a furious Indiana State comeback, got him the lead with emotions running high and so much on the line. And a season's worth of memories for the Sycamores. Right in front of them, they've had their best season in 45 years since the days literally of Larry Bird. Now, Brody was fouled. He'll be at the free throw line, Dan, and it's a three-point game.
And he's got 2 shots because that was the 10th foul. And he's a 65% free throw shooter on the year. He's 3 for 4 today.
In every way, he has lived up to what the coach, Darren DeVries, is hoping.
Well,
he's rebounded, he's scored, he's hit from the line.
He's had a big game.
17 points. And the lead is 5.
And now
Garland takes his place.
You got to score, and you got to score quickly.
And here they go with Conwell. And now it's Larry. And a turnover right there by Indiana State. And it's Drake's ball.
The officials will look at that one to see who last touched the ball. Larry goes down to one knee here. He slips. A little bit of contact there. I don't think
he was the last dribble.
I don't think Wright got anywhere close to the ball.
Nope.
Never touched it. The ball just goes off Larry. Now, he thinks he may have gotten fouled, but you can review who last touched the ball. You can't review whether or not it was a foul.
Kip Kissinger's over there. He's officiated a couple Final Fours. One of the great men in this business, officiating the game, getting ready for the tournament himself. Selection Sunday is 7 days away. The winner here goes to the tournament, punches their ticket. Watch the left foot. So Indiana State, of course, the full court pressure, 8.7 to go.
Well, now you have no choice. If you get the ball in bounds, you got to foul right away.
DeVries looking to inbound. And right, DeVries holding it, and the clock ticking off. 3 more seconds off. 5.4 left on a foul.
That is a tremendous play by Enright.
My goodness.
To get that ball.
DeVries will be at the line. He has made 24 of his last 25 free throws. The 2-time conference player of the year, the coach's son. who has come up with one of the biggest games of his career with 26 points this afternoon. They won it last year to get in the tournament, and they're 5 seconds away from punching their ticket to make a second consecutive trip to the NCAAs. It's picked up by Larry. And the three is there, and Drake is one. In an incredible finish with the two top teams from the Missouri Valley Conference. The emotion pouring out. And Drake, which trailed late and led by 18 at one time, holding on. And Darren DeVries will take his Bulldogs to the NCAA tournament once again.
Kevin, going to make for a very long week for Indiana State, but Drake, what a great performance, and DeVries in particular, you can see that emotion there.
Drake, with the win, ties the most win in a season. It was their 28th of the year today. The Bulldogs and the Sycamores end with identical 28-6 records. And the heartbreak for the Sycamores in what was a magical season for them and everything they accomplished. But for the Conference Player of the Year, Tucker DeVries, he played at his best when it was needed the most.
Kevin, you mentioned that he struggled in the semifinal game, but the one shot that he had to make in that game, he made. And a great performance today.
A lot of emotion. Evan, take it away.
Yeah, here with father and son, Darren and Tucker. And obviously, guys, the emotions are obvious on your face. But let's go back to an 18-point lead that goes away. How did this team hold on to capture its second Missouri Valley Conference championship?
Yeah, I thought, first of all, credit Indiana State for never quitting, continuing to fight. But I thought our guys showed incredible resolve there when all the momentum was gone. 4 minutes to go, down by one, and found a way to just make the plays we needed to do. Just incredibly proud of them.
You're living what any dad or parent would ever want, to be able to experience this with your son. What words best describe what this ride has been like and the emotions right now?
Yeah, it's an incredible ride. As a parent, everybody can appreciate, how proud you are of your kids, especially when you see them work so hard for something that they love, and to see them rewarded for it in this way is an incredible experience.
Congratulations, Darren. Let's bring Tucker in here. You and I got to experience this a year ago. What makes this feeling different?
It's been a long year. Yeah, there's been a lot of hard times throughout this year, and just the resilience from this group. Man, it's been a lot of fun. There's no better way to do it. With 10 new guys, and you look back at June, and we're like, man, we got a long ways to go. And then to get to this point, it's really special.
What were the conversations that you and your dad had heading into this season, knowing that so much was going to be different, but knowing the goal was still to get to this point?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't know what group we were going to have. 10 new guys. There's a lot of spots to fill, and he just told me for us to be successful, you're going to have to work really hard to improve and help bring these guys along. And to the credit of these guys, the 10 new guys we brought in, they've worked extremely hard. And, it's been a little wavy, but, we've stuck together and just kept competing. And it was a lot like today, a lot of ups and downs, and just finding ways.
Down 14 yesterday, you come back and win. You surrender an 18-point lead in the second half of this game. What is it about this group that has that ability, that toughness, that's going to now head into the NCAA tournament?
I don't know. We're a tight group. I think we just stuck together in the timeout. We knew they're a great team, credit to them, and we knew they had a big run coming in, still left in them. We would have liked it to be a little smaller, but, you know, to our credit, I thought our group just stayed together, stayed composed in the moment, and I thought we made some big plays down the stretch.
Tucker, congratulations. It's been fun to watch. Go enjoy this one.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
A back-to-back Missouri Valley Conference Player of the Year with a huge game today, 27 points. He and his dad. There's the mom, Ashley, and the sister, Tatum. The DeVries family with a terrific celebration in store. For Dan Bonner, Evan Washburn, Gene Steratore, the entire CBS crew, Kevin Harlan saying good afternoon from St. Louis. We'll take you to New York for Inside College Basketball, presented by Progressive, right after this.
Every spring, we marvel at its majesty, a tradition unlike any other. The Masters, this April on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Start your week with some good news. CBS Mornings.
Germantown Grill, serving up your hometown favorites. Daily food and drink specials with the best private gaming around. Powered by Gold Rush Gaming, the gold standard in video gaming. See you at the grill, Germantown Grill.
Why call 2 men in a truck for junk removal? If you're like Sarah, you've got a full garage. You need space, and you need it now. You want pros who make this look easy. That's why, for junk removal, you call 2 men in a truck.
2 men in a truck. At Wendy's Eyeglass Shack, you'll find the largest selection of trendy eyewear, premium digital process lenses, and the best warranties and best prices. Stop overpaying for boring glasses at the doctor's office and bring your prescription into Wendy's Eyeglass Shack.
Peoria Academy is the only pre-K to 8th grade accredited IB and independent school in the Tri-County area, providing a world-class holistic education. Our students benefit from small class sizes, highly qualified and experienced faculty, and education in STEM, world language, fine arts, and competitive athletics. A wide range of scholarship opportunities are available.